Good win for us last Saturday on the road, and the players played a little better than what I would have thought. Afterwards, I had made the comment that I thought we played good, not great. I think we played a little better than good for the most part. We had some glaring mistakes that really stood out that took away from some of our play. But we have another challenge this week, as we all know, playing on the road at Missouri. And as you watch them on tape, with the athleticism they have on offense, you know, they're going into a number of years now where they've been very athletic on offense and move the ball and score points. The quarterback is considerably better now than he was what would be a month ago, in my opinion. And they can still run on defense and make plays, and I think they're very well coached. And so it'll be a great challenge for us to go up there and play. But our players are excited and have shown enthusiasm about playing each week. And so we need a good week of preparation. Need to stay focused on what's important, which is playing well at Missouri.
Mike, are you and your coaching staff and your players encouraged to be able to go to Texas and win on the road without your A+ game?
I think you always have to be encouraged when you win on the road in this league. They're just not giving them away, and I mentioned this to the staff after the game. We talked to the team, and guys were packing up and getting ready to leave, and you know, I said we need to get our stuff and get out of here as fast as we can before anybody changes their mind. And that's really the approach that you have to have, in my opinion, when you play in this league and play on the road. It's difficult. They're not giving any of them away, and so I'm encouraged that we hopefully have come to a point where we have enough maturity in our team and experience that we can play better than what we had on the road years ago.
You had mentioned earlier that he thought the win at Missouri the last time you were there was really kind of a landmark type of win that's helped you from that point win on the road and be better as a program.
It was a win versus a quality team that had national recognition coast to coast at that time. And I think our players had worked toward that but not been able to achieve that. And so from that point on, we played fairly well on the road. And things happen for a reason, and I think that they understand and they're better at it because of that game. I don't know how many guys that we have on our team that were there. You guys probably know that, I don't. But there's some carryover each year, and it certainly has made a difference in our program.
Talk about that win at Missouri 3 years ago. Where in building this program does that rank as a key victory?
Well, it's hard to rank wins, but it was a big win in some respect that we've been able to get across the country, and people see us differently when we were able to beat a team that was ranked as high as they were on the road. And the perception was important for us in recruiting, and it's continued to help bring good players into our program.
Is there something in your preparation or your mindset that you can attribute this nation-leading 8-game road winning streak to?
I wish I could. I think we have better players than we had 3 years ago or whenever this started. We have more depth, and I think our players believe in themselves enough to go out and play the game. And a lot of playing on the road as coaches talk, same old us against the world. Once you cross the white lines, it's only 11 on 11. But just like last Saturday, there's still 100,000 of them down there that were on their team. And I guess we had 5,000 or 6,000. I don't know how many we had down there. We had a great crowd, but they only give you so many tickets. So they had $100,000, we had 5 for whatever that's worth. So you still have to be able to overcome some difficult situations, especially when momentum swings the other way, like it happened last Saturday. So I don't really know what the reason is, other than the players believe in themselves and know that just to keep playing the next play.
And you guys as coaches too, don't you kind of treat these, you try to treat them pretty consistently, that you do in preparation, kind of the same thing, the routine kind of stays the same for everybody?
We don't change anything. The last couple of years being this season and last season, our style of offense and our communication allows us or gives us a better chance for success on the road.
Do you like the fact this game's kicking off at 11 a.m.? Less time to tailgate for the fans.
I like to play during the day. I know that we don't always dictate that based on television, and the television support we get is tremendous. So, but I would prefer to play during the game, just because if not, just like most of you are probably the same way. It's your job. If I wake up at 6 something in the morning, I got to wait till 7 o'clock at night to play a game. So a lot of things go through my mind multiple times that don't need to go through my mind if I can play at 11 or 2:30.
Mike, do you feel like that your program here has made it the point to where you have enough faith that there will not be a letdown after such a big win, where all the players have matured to that level where you don't have to worry about that?
You always worry about sustaining a high level of play in college football. And, I just was visiting with somebody today. They had the high school state championships in softball. And one of the teams that won had 14 losses, won state championship. I was thinking, boy, that'd be a heck of a deal. You could just have like 20% of that and still have a chance to win it. And so what I'm getting at is that maturity and experience hopefully keeps your team from having a letdown. You just hope that they can play at a high level each week, because there's really not much room for error. And I think if you look at what's going on in our league right now, it makes it even worse for us as coaches. I think you'll find that our league has more teams playing at a higher level that have a chance to win every Saturday than any other league in the country right now. So that's great for the fans, not good for the coaches.
With the first BCS rankings coming out, what's it feel like to know that you truly do control your own destiny? Being right there at number 4.
Well, it's where you want to be. It's a tribute to our players, our team, and our organization, and to where we've gotten at this point. But ultimately, the only thing that really matters for this year, not for Oklahoma State and where we're going for the next 10 years, but for this year, the only thing that matters is where we're at the first week of December.
Mike, the more I talk to the coaches and the players, team chemistry seems to be a thread that continues to run through that. Would you just address your team chemistry and how it's gotten where it is?
Well, I think the players trust the coaches, and the coaches put a lot of faith in the players. And our thought from day one is we're going to put our players first and our coaches second. And that's going to be the way our organization starts and finishes. And so you have a chance for great team chemistry when that's taking place. We have issues. I mean, we have 132 players on our team. We have an organization of about 60 personnel, from equipment people and strength and coaches and office personnel and everybody. So if you add all that up, you're at about almost 200 people in your organization. So you're going to have some personality conflicts. You're going to have some issues. You're in a physical sport that's certainly overtaken by egos, both players and coaches. But ultimately, we sit down and we come to a resolution on matters, and we put the team first, and the players and the coaches are last. And I think that's a contributing factor.